I'm Jason, and welcome back to the House of Kog. Well, everybody, I know it's been a little while. We've had some pretty unfortunate things happen. So I have servers and a website that I host. Anyways, we got hit with ransomware, and we lost a lot of footage that we've had, and I've been working on trying to recover that. But in lieu of that, we have a new project going on. This one is going to be a surprise project. It is going to be the second Cutlass project that we've worked on this, or what should have been the second one on this channel. To follow up from Grandma's Hurst Olds project that we got her and gave to her earlier this year. I am just heartbroken that I lost all the footage that I did for the last couple of years. So anyways, I'm working to see what I can recover, but like I said, in lieu of that, we're starting fresh on this one. So anyways, the plan is this. So right now I'm on my way up to Carrollton, Texas. I found this 72 Olds Cutlass Supreme on Facebook Marketplace. And Lori's mom is a huge 70s Cutlass person. Early 70s specifically. Right? So anyways, for the longest time she's sent me postings about different Cutlasses and stuff like that. And anyways, so I had some big jobs go through and finish and whatnot. So I had the money open up to be able to afford to get something. Anyways, so I know we talked about it in another video previously, but bringing you guys back up to speed, Grandma's 79 Hurst Olds is getting a custom 350 built for it. This one that we're going to get has a 455 big block, which I've been told recently by Joe, the president of the car group Lori and I are in, that this car could have a very rare or desirable code on the block. Now, to me, it makes no difference what engine we put in the car. It's really more about what Lori's mom is going to like. Now, Lori's dad, I have talked to him. He's aware that we've been looking for something. And so my plan is to get this car, which apparently it hasn't run in over a year. You know me, I specialize in not running. So this is right in line with exactly every other car I've damn near bought. The guy says it needs a steering column. I don't know. I know, as I'm sure you guys out there know, you can rebuild steering columns, right? You can get new steering shaft for it. You can get new bearings. If it's a bushing problem, you get new bushings. Like, none of that's a problem. So I'm not really sure why he says it needs to be replaced. It is still connected to the front wheels. As I was told by this guy's wife, he doesn't really know much about cars. Like, he knows something about cars, but he doesn't really know how to work on them. He has this other guy that comes out and helps him. And from the sounds of it, this other guy doesn't really work on classics. So, but follow along and we'll find out together. And I'm sure it'll be interesting. The car has, I can tell you, has different front seats in it. Supposedly, he has the original bench for it. But we'll see. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm heading up. I'm supposed to meet the guy tomorrow morning. It's supposed to just be Sunday, but I decided, due to being in Austin, Carrollton's like 3.5, 4 hours away, and driving Bigfoot, you do 55, 65 miles an hour. That's kind of about all you do. And especially if you're pulling a trailer, right? So I didn't really want to drive eight hours in one day. So I'm breaking up the drive a little bit. But anyways, all right, well, I'll check in with you guys when I get there. Okay, it is Sunday morning. I am just a few minutes away from the guy's place, and I'm stopping at a Harbor Freight because I need some chain. I forgot to bring chain, and when I was looking over things last night, I brought come-alongs. I'm gonna get another one just so I have a spare. It doesn't look like I have a lot of room to load where this car is gonna be at least on Google Maps. So I've got to try to get in and get out as quick as I can. So Harbor Freight opens in about 15 minutes. So I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna walk in, get what I need, and get out of there pretty quick. And then I need to message him and let him know that I'm not far out. So, all right, we're pulling in. We're gonna see if we can see where the car's at. Oh yeah, there she is over there. This is. Ugh. I am gonna park over here, I think, and then come back and circle around. Well, yeah, this is gonna be something. All right, here's our first looks. Sir? There's no clutch. Oh no, that's totally fine. This is an automatic car, correct? As I understood?
It's an automatic car, but I have the case that goes with the transmission case. That goes with it where they did it in motorsports, like a racing case.
Okay.
From the 60s, I'm sure.
Finding it might be something else.
It does have the courtesy mirrors and lights in the back. The body is in great shape. Body seams are all good. Yeah. This is gonna work great. Have a good one. Here it is on the trailer. Stopped at Summit Racing, picked up some stuff. But it is going to be a pretty nice car. Color me weird. I like the blue stripes on the side. Maybe that's a Mopar type thing, but it looks pretty darn good. Well, we got home. We got home last night pretty late. I had Lori go by and pick up a battery for this thing so I could try and spend a little bit of time this morning looking at it to see what I could do with it. So I was asked by Joe to make sure I do a trunk open video because this has a power trunk on it. The only way to get into it, because the guy doesn't have a key, is to pop the trunk with the power switch. So now that I got power, let's do that. All right, here we go. Let's go pop it. Oh, that's a great sign. That's a very great sign. Oh, all right, here we go. And we have a spare tire. The rust on the trunk isn't bad. I mean, it definitely is going to need to be cleaned up, but that's what I would call a fairly solid floor pan. So now this car did have a factory 8-track. I did trade that to help pay for a new radio for this thing, because I know my mother-in-law is not really going to care about an 8-track player, but that's a spare grill for it. Yeah, let's see if anything else in here works. Just a second. Well, I have an oil light. The wipers do turn on. Switch may need some help. I'm guessing the gas gauge works. Oh. Oh, yeah. So I just got the AC compressor pulled off of this thing. So I could check to see if the fuel pump's even working. I need to check some electrical connections and stuff, but I did stick a socket down in there on the crank, and I was able to roll the motor over on my ratchet. Now, the guy said that it needs a starter. So I was planning, I'm planning obviously to make all this nice and pretty. So I took and I ordered a brand new PowerMaster high torque mini starter. And funny enough, and I didn't realize this, that Pontiac starters and Oldsmobile starters are the same. That's kind of cool. So anyways, took and I got one of those coming, and then I'm sure we'll replace the alternator and clean all this stuff up. But it is interesting. This is my first time ever actually seeing one in person, but a Performer RPM quadrajet. Like, they haven't made those in a long time, and from what I understand, those are pretty rare. So that's pretty neat to see. Well, the sign that this line is entirely solid is not a good sign. I was trying to get off and it just ripped. So I'm gonna, and obviously by no gas coming out of here, is gonna tell me that it's not pumping fuel. So I'm gonna take and go get a replacement fuel pump, and then we'll try cranking on it again. I got the new fuel pump on. I'm of course have my box of clamps at the old man's house, so I found these two in the garage. I got a brand new clear fuel filter here, replacing the hose because she a little stiff. So I'm gonna get this filter put on so we can see what's coming out of the tank, and then I think we're gonna be ready to try to start apple tree over here. Okay, so I got the fuel filter on. I'm tightening up the line on it now, and as soon as we finish, we're gonna be ready to see if we can get old apple tree here to start up and run under its own power. All we really need it to do is just to run for a few seconds. When I say a few seconds, more like 2 minutes to back it off the trailer. I checked, it's got antifreeze in it, thank God. We really don't have any idea what else is gonna leak. So I'm gonna toss this thing aside so we can see the carburetor. But yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, I'm in position.
Okay.
IO silver. Well, I think that's going to do it this time on the House of Kog. We can't seem to get Operation Apple Tree to start. If there's not a video of it, I'll include a photo of it. We're just not getting a lot of fuel to that filter, and it is wanting to start on brake clean, but obviously we can't leave it on brake clean long enough to put it in gear and roll it off the trailer. So my plan is to just roll it off the trailer roughly where it sits. I'm gonna pull the truck up, and I'm gonna have Lori pilot, and then we're gonna get Apple Tree off the trailer, and then I got a gas tank showing up tomorrow, and then we'll just keep going from there. But I'm hopeful we can get this thing started very soon. We just went down, we got brand new SS Kragers coming for it. I've got somebody that wants these. I may have explained that we're doing that because these ones up front are 14-inch, and it's got factory disc up front, but we're gonna put disc on the rear. And because you can't run bigger discs in the back than the discs on the front, so we're just getting new wheels. They're identical SS Kragers. These are, Krager style mags. Anyways, getting those, gonna get them on here, and then with new tires. We're planning to still keep the same tire stagger, but yeah, we'll pick it up next time. So as always, I'm Jason. The House of Kog wishes you kapla. Till next time.